Hello caffeine fiends and welcome to another coffee review video for www.getbeamed.com. I'm Vince the Mean Bean Machine and today we're looking at a collaboration between Ninth Coffee Roasters and Roam Espresso Bar. So Ninth are coffee roasters based out in Saffron Walden, and Roam Espresso Bar is a really interesting place actually. It's a little espresso bar in the town of Hertford, Hertfordshire, county town. Above a CrossFit gym, so you can just go into the gym, up the stairs to the espresso bar and just enjoy your coffee whilst other people are working out. But if you do enjoy exercise, then get your head looked at. But also you could go there and then have a nice coffee before or afterwards. I mean, I'd suggest afterwards. All that caffeine and then straining yourself might cause a problem. But really lovely espresso bar in Hertford. I've never tried kind of Ninth's coffee, so this will be an interesting experience for me. So today, as always, I've got my espresso shot, double espresso, an oat latte, and then my water to cleanse my palate in between. So I actually didn't come across this coffee. I've come across Roam, really, like I say, really lovely spot. Do go check them out if you're in the Hertford area. Out the way by the river. It's like on a little kind of light industrial trading estate, but it's just down by the river, and it's just a nice little out the way spot. It's a really cool, quiet vibe if you just want somewhere to go for coffee that's not too, packed. If you're a dog walker, or a walker, I don't know if they allow dogs because it's a gym, but if you're walking down by the river, it's a nice little spot just there. So I came across this coffee thanks to my friends over at coffeefiltered.com. So Coffee Filtered is a website where you can check in at different kind of speciality coffee shops around Hertfordshire, and you get points every time you check in, and you can redeem these points for a free coffee at certain places, including Roam Espresso. But they also, you can use your points for a raffle system. They sometimes run competitions and raffles to win kind of equipment or books. I've won a coffee, how to brew coffee at home kind of book, as well as some coffee beans from their raffles. But they've just launched a reward system where you can kind of redeem some of your points for coffee bags. I think at the moment they've got Square Mile coffee on there, but they're going to collab with kind of independent or kind of local roasters around Hertfordshire, so you can get bags of beans without having to pay for them with your accumulated points. So I won this from a raffle, and I'm really excited to check it out. Because it's Nicaraguan coffee, so from Nicaragua. So, that kind of Central America belt. I don't really try a lot of Nicaraguan coffee. But the tasting notes of this are chocolate, lemon curd and toffee. Now that's a really interesting mixture, because the chocolate and toffee kind of, fairly standard base notes. And then that lemon curd's just a tart acidity. But they're not saying kind of lemon or citrus bite. They're saying curd. So some of that acidity is maybe rounded off. There's a bit of creaminess to it. That's what I'm getting from those notes as a suggestion. So I think this will be a really interesting coffee to try. Maybe lending itself more to espresso because of that bite, which I think will be lost, or inevitably something will be lost with the oat milk. But I think maybe the toffee note will come out, that syrupy note will come out a bit more with the oat latte. But let's give it a go as the espresso first. So here's our espresso. Give it a sniff. And there is kind of a top acidity note straight away. Not getting a lot of or maybe a bit of toffee. Not getting a lot of the chocolate, but I would say that kind of slightly acidic lemon curd there is there from the smell. So here goes the espresso shot. Oh, that's quite interesting, because this is going to sound weird, but it sort of implies acidity, but there's no bite to it. So it sits at the front of the tongue and then doesn't kind of reach back to the back of your throat or your kind of cheeks at the bottom of your, top of your neck there. It's quite smooth, actually, smoother than I expected. And that's really kind of pleasant. I think an espresso drinker might expect more of a bite, more of a kind of kick. But it's a nice smoothness there, and then there is a sort of subtle lemony tone, I guess. And I guess that's why they've gone with lemon curd as opposed to kind of citrusy citrus that would suggest more kind of acidity. Now, this is only sort of a half bag sort of thing, but I guess full bags will go for about between 12 and 14 pounds, depending on, you know, origin and the roast. But that's what they're sort of selling at. Like I say, I didn't buy this one, so I can't confirm the exact price of this. But that's what I'd reckon, you know, a bag of about 250 grams is. And that's probably what you're paying at the moment. Coffee has considerably gone up, and it's only going to go up further. The Chinese kind of market for it has exploded, so there's a lot of demand out in that region, meaning coffee prices are going to further go up, as well as kind of droughts and floods in coffee growing regions. So that's the price you're looking at. That espresso is nice, smooth. There's a creaminess to it, a light creaminess. I wouldn't say you'd naturally drink it and go, oh, that's creamy, but there's a creaminess to that lemon texture. It's not syrupy, it doesn't kind of coat the tongue, but it does go down smoothly. And don't get me wrong, it's not watery either. It's a nice balanced, it's more balanced than I thought it would be actually. And it's a really beautiful espresso shot. I could drink that all day as a black coffee quite happily, I think. Let's go again. Yeah, I guess I'm not getting a lot of the chocolate, but the lemon curd does sit there at the top. I guess that sort of toffiness, that sort of slight viscosity, that slight sticky toffee kind of essence is there. But yeah, I'm surprised at how accurate lemon curd describes it. Because I was just saying, well, lemon curd sounds a bit strange to me. But yeah, that sits nicely at the front of the tongue, and I think... yeah, that's a pleasant espresso. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. So let's give it a go as an oat latte. I'm expecting more toffee, more chocolate, and just sort of a richer tone with the milk, with the oat milk. So here goes. Ooh, so that lemon tone that sits at the front of the tongue is sort of gone. But there is a creaminess that spreads more to the kind of middle back of the tongue. Again, no bite, but, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, I'm just saying if you like a bit of bite, not there. I'm not one for something that really kicks you in your teeth, so that's quite nice for me. There's a real rich, smooth, almost fudgy flavour to it. But again, that lemon curd, there's a sort of slightly light yet creamy note just at the top, right at the top. You have to search for a bit. It's not kind of immediately evident, but it's nice. It's nice, and it just adds a little bit of freshness to the cup. Again, I'm not getting kind of deep, rich chocolatey tones. I guess they are there, but that slight lemon essence. It's like having a lemon cake, I guess. Just lightly, you go, oh, that's there, that's in there, but there's not a sharp bite to it. Yeah, and that's a really lovely cup of coffee. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Do check out Roam Espresso if you're in the Hertford area. Check out 9th Roasters, and also check out Coffee Filtered for their reward system and, you know, their check-in system, especially if you live around kind of, especially East Herts. They work in kind of Hertford, St Albans, Hoddesdon, that sort of region, where, you know, and if you're a coffee drinker, it's well worth checking out, you know, if you're regularly buying coffees out. Anyway, yeah, do like that coffee. Would be interested to try more of their stuff in the future. Thanks for now. Do hit those like and subscribe buttons. Check me out at the Vince Wood on Instagram, or us at Get Beaned Coffee on TikTok, and at Get Beaned on YouTube. Thank you very much. See you all later for more coffee reviews. Bye for now.